let's take a look at our primetime bet week 10 Monday Night Football. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a good one or not. I'm a little surprised at the line here, Sean. It is the Los Angeles Raiders at San Francisco.
Los Angeles Rams, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the Raiders. It's definitely not the Raiders. Because you know why? Because the Raiders play in Las Vegas.
That's right.
It's the Los Angeles Rams -4.5 at San Francisco. This one, San Francisco's just not very good. I mean, they haven't been good since their Super Bowl loss. So maybe there is something to that.
Yeah, I think, first of all, the 49ers are just so banged up. They just, when you see these teams, I mean, and just the teams that have the lot, I mean, obviously it's not rocket science here, but the teams that are so banged up are struggling. Although, you see a team like Denver who's, lost a lot of their players and, at 5-4. So, I think the 49ers are beat up. They play a tough schedule. The NFC West is absolutely brutal. The NFC is pretty good, so the 49ers have played a pretty tough schedule here. Basically, what I wrote about here is 49ers, they had a chance against Arizona last week to get to 500, and, they didn't have Kyler Murray. They didn't have A.J. Green, they didn't have DeAndre Hopkins, and they didn't care. I mean, they just rolled the 49ers. The 49ers are in trouble. But the one thing about this game here is, first of all, the Rams were terrible in primetime. And second of all, the 49ers surprisingly have owned this thing over the last half decade. San Fran's won 8 of the last 11 times they've played, and San Francisco swept each of the last 2 seasons, which is interesting to me because they haven't been great over that time, and they've been close games. So the line is close, but San Francisco's played really well against the Rams. The Rams might have Von Miller in action. If you check out the injury updates, they're going to have an extra day. The 49ers are still a mess, but they might be starting to get a couple players back, so that could maybe, play into your pick here. But, I don't know. I think the Rams are going to have a response here.
Yeah, now the Rams, they go and lose to Tennessee without Henry. So everybody, I mean, that line, again, go to HowToBet.com for the injury updates and the updated odds, because that line changed drastically once the word on Henry was out that he was done. It's a Rams team that looks on paper, I mean, they've been playing well. They threw a clunker out there. Stafford was not good. He made a lot of just foolish mistakes on the field last week. I don't know that San Francisco, again, these teams, there is a common denominator of these teams that don't play well. The Carolina Panthers, the Detroit Lions. It's the quarterback. Garoppolo is not terrific. He's just not a good starting quarterback.
That's right.
I know they've had their injury problems, but he's just not the guy. Whether Trey Lance is, I don't know. I don't think so. But it certainly isn't Garoppolo. So the 49ers in that respect are in trouble. The Rams, to me, at -4.5, I know San Francisco has really owned this series, and I know the game's at San Francisco, so it could be tricky. There could be something to this because I think the line's a little low. That being said, I can't take San Francisco in this spot. Even with all the upsets last week, I have to go with the Rams -4.5. So we agree. We agreed on Thursday night. We agree on Sunday night, and it looks like we agree on Monday night as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes these good teams just need a reset. And, you just have that clunker, and it just gets you refocused going forward, especially now down the stretch. And the home field is going to be big, and buys and all this stuff and playoff matchups. You can't. I don't think the Cardinals are going to lose a lot of games. I don't think the Tampa Bay is going to lose a lot of games. I just think they have to reset here, and I just think the Rams are a better team. I'm going to take the better team here, and just hope that Week 9 was just an aberration for the underdogs, and then Week 10 these teams reset, they get back to work, especially with that extra day of rest and practice, and just go forward here and win the game.
Yeah, so Monday Night Football, we like the Rams in this one. Remember, we appreciate you listening and watching wherever you are. I know there's a trillion different options for you, so we do appreciate you watching and listening on this. And while you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, go down and leave comments, ask for merchandise. We have it for you. And those comments, they could be good, they could be bad. Let us know. It helps us get better.
The guy,
and then
I could, Angel O. I forgot. I wanted to say this. We always talk about, hey, hit us up during the week. If I don't know if he texted you or messaged you on Twitter, but he gave me he was messaging me during the week and asking me about all this stuff that happened. Hey, this guy's out. What do you think about this line now? This guy's out. What do you think about this line now? And it was games maybe we picked. And then I said, listen, if this guy's out, I would probably back off. But, so, if you have any of that stuff, just message us on Twitter, at the Prodigal Sean, at FineLine33, and we'll tell you, listen, hey, look, I know we said this on the show, but, this changes stuff dramatically. So, I would maybe back off the bet or something like that.
And remember, as you're watching, you can go down to the links in the description box below. Go there for updated odds, updated injury reports, Sean Miller's previews, and, of course, exclusive offers, all at HowToBet.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Go early and often as things change. When we come back, our NFL over and unders, and yes, have college football for you, our best games of the week in college football. We'll do it all after this. You're watching How to Bet on HowToBet.com.
Let's go.